Okay.
Hey guys, and welcome to Tnashi's Movie Corner, and for today's movie review, I am reviewing The Huntsman Winter's War that just came out this past week. It was on my most anticipated list because you got, Charlize Theron, Emily Blunt, Chris Hemsworth, Jessica Chastain. I just thought that it might be a good movie. I don't know, and then you had the trailers, and I was intrigued by the trailers. Is it a prequel? Is it a sequel? Is it a mix? What the hell is it? But the idea of having the Snow Queen versus the Queen, as it were, I don't know. The whole thing seemed pretty interesting. I had very lukewarm reactions when it came to the first movie, Snow White and the Huntsman. So I wasn't sure what to expect going in, but I was pumped, and I actually liked the song. So that being said, going into this movie, I prepared myself. I was like, this could be a crappy movie. I'd already seen reviews for it. They were pretty harsh. So I knew that it might be bad. Was it bad? Well, we'll get into that. First off, let's start with Chris Hemsworth as the Huntsman. I liked him. I liked his character. He was one of the characters I did like on the first movie. He had that same type of charm with him, and some funny jabs here or there. He's got the action down, so I enjoyed his character. But the thing about it is I didn't really feel for his character, and we'll get more into that. Jessica Chastain coming in as Sarah, who is the love interest. Some person compared her to Brave, saying she was just basically the main heroine in Brave, but I disagree with that. Just because she's a redhead and could use arrows doesn't make her that, because she could also use small daggers. So, but that aside, their love, their relationship, that is the centerpiece for this movie, falls absolutely flat. I don't care. There's a few things established with them as kids or whatever, and you're supposed to buy into the romance because of that, but there's no actual romantic connection as kids. It's just them seeing each other, and then they throw you straight into the romance aspect of it, and then how that kind of goes through the course of the movie, what drives it and everything. And I didn't buy any of it, so that's wasn't too good for the movie. Going into Charlize Theron, who is wonderful. I love her as an actress. She's brilliant, and I actually liked her in this movie for the moments that she was in, and they explain how she's in it and everything. So I liked that. Going to Emily Blunt, again, another brilliant actress or whatever. I felt like her character fell quite flat with me, because her whole motivations and everything and what, like, none of that really worked. Her performance was a bit cold, rigid, stiff. Yeah, I went there. But really though, like, she gave an icy performance. Oh God. Don't do that. Look, no more puns. I won't do any more puns. I'll let it go. Okay? So, yeah, her character just didn't work. The motivations and everything for why she's doing what she's doing didn't work. There's the action sequences that we were kind of shown in the trailers. It didn't deliver, but again, I don't judge it purely on the trailers. But even in the movie, it felt like it was at a point that it was going to start building to that climax. And it didn't. It just didn't work overall. Just the CG was okay, but I didn't love it. There were times where you could tell, and there were times where it looked decent. So The story itself, though, it just lacked anything. I didn't care about any of the characters. There's a few funny moments with some dwarves or what have you, but there's a few moments that try to be funny that fall completely flat, so that doesn't work for me. I do like the way that the story was set up, and that the trailers made me feel like it was going to be one thing, and then it turned out to not be that. So good on you, trailers. For me, there's some action that works. There's some of the performances that work. There's motivations that don't work. There's relationships I don't buy into. I don't care about the characters or the stakes or anything like that involved with it. So, I mean, there's some cliches that you get with typically in movies nowadays. So it was to be expected on that front. So I don't think that really hindered it that much. There was some interesting set designs, which I will give it, and there were some jokes that did hit and some jokes that didn't, and overall this movie was just kind of there. And so for being just kind of there, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I didn't hate the movie. I certainly didn't love the movie. If you're a fan of the first one, you'll probably like this one. If you're not a fan of the first one, you probably won't like this one, unless you're Brad, who apparently didn't like the first one but did like this one, at least more than me. So, and I kind of kept the same rating I did the last time. It didn't do anything for me, but didn't really take it away. They set just a little spoiler alert, so I'm going to get to that in just a second, but hopefully you enjoyed this vid. Click that like button, share, subscribe to my channel, watch my other vids. I do appreciate it. And for the spoiler ish, they do leave it, they set it up for a sequel. Now you can expect that in some movies, but the way they set it up for the sequel makes no sense whatsoever. It's just kind of there, kind of happens. By the way, the end credits, actually, I enjoyed those. I enjoyed that because the song and then the animation of it and everything. I enjoyed the end credits. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, like button, share, subscribe, watch my other vids. Yep. And until next time, peace.